Check one. Good evening. Yes, we are indeed live. Out to the Round, out to the Chaz, out to the Tempest, out to the Barnsey Boy. Bigging up Andy, Junglist Phil, out to Dan, Funk and Steinberg, all Twitch, YouTube, Facebook crew. Out to the Delabens, good evening. Trilby Phil, Gary. So I kind of had a bit of a free evening. And I've wanted to do this for a while. Just no agenda. I've prepared probably 2 or 3 records. I wanted this to be completely off the cuff. Just a bunch of random records. Like, got a decent collection in there. Play a lot of hardcore, a lot of jungle. I've got a lot of old house. Got a lot of garage. Got a lot of breakbeat. A lot of bits of electronica. Bits of old hip hop as well. So I'm going to pick a few, and you guys are going to pick a few. How's that sound? So just think of a record. If I've not got it, I do have a digital backup. But the main idea is to explore the record collection, eh? I might just randomly go into a queue, get you to give me a number, count that number, and then whatever the record is, we'll play it. Let's see what happens, eh? So one of the first ones I wanted to play was the most expensive record that I've ever purchased. And it's a recent purchase. Of course, Blame. Music Takes You, the War Mix. The one that got pulled only came out on promo because it had the Seal vocal on it, and then was re-released later after. Without that bit. Of course, it ties in nicely with this set that I've been obsessed with for years, but publicly shown that obsession. Topaz takes you into 92 Fantasia New Year's Eve. That's Mr. Paul Humphreys. That is a good choice, mate. Ramos Supreme and the Sunset Regime, the Heather Mix. Coming next. Send it to this old man. Yes, this will definitely be on the podcast, mate. We're recording as we speak. Say out to Kimberly, you know what? Anything Asen, I've got a little something for you on that one. One of the few that I did dig out. I've also dug out the first record I ever made. We made it throughout the whole of '95 because no one knew what they were doing. It finally got released in '96. I actually found the test pressing for it. So the next one, Rama Supreme and the Sunset Regime, Heaven. Well, gotta believe the Heaven mix. Now this one just got Sanctuary written all over it.
Heaven is a place I will always believe in, 'cause you make me feel like loving you. Heaven is a place I will always believe in, 'cause you make me feel like loving you. Heaven is a place I will always believe in, 'cause you make me feel like loving you. Heaven is a place I will always believe in, 'cause you make me feel like loving you.
Loving reading through these suggestions. There's some good suggestions here. All right, I'm going to get digging. Such a massive tune. So next up, Kimberly asked for something by Asen. Bet you weren't expecting this. So Asen made a bit of a comeback around sort of 2001, 2002. It was only a small one. Old mates from back in the day, Rennie Pilgrim, who of course was part of Rhythm Section. Rennie had a label called TCR, Thursday Club Recordings, which is a huge, if not the biggest, breakbeat label back in the day. And he got Asen back in to make a few tunes, and this is one of them. He did Little Roller, which is an amazing track. And this one, which is called Dirty Raver.
Hey Raver, you nasty raver. Rave your ass.
So someone asked for Mr. Fingers, Fingers Inc. Can You Feel It? I will try and find it, but I did come across this little gem. True Faith, Final Cut, Take Me Away, Pin Up Girls remix, killer. Dig into a 92 tune next. I'm going to search through the ones that you requested. I've just realised how many records I've got and how everything's organised. Well, I need a number. I need a number between 1 and 30. The first number that I see comes up in the chat. Any number between 1 and 30. Barnsey Boy in number 10.
You and me, 'cause that's what it's for. Show me now what is it?
This one was number 10, Barnsley Boys. So this is Project One, Smoking, Rising High. What a great label. What an amazing label from back in the day.
Shit, man. We rob the street tonight. Fuss and fight. We don't have no respect for black brother.
I love to smoke marijuana. It gives me a deep meditation. I love to smoke marijuana.
Time for we have a revolution.
Yes, Mr. What on Earth, this is happening right now. And you're late, everyone else was on time. Next one I'm going to play is the first record that me and two mates, Paul and Roy, made. And this is the TV I found this. This has never been played. It even says unplayed on it, so you know you can believe me for real. 21st of August '96. I know that we spent most of '95 making it. So that's Project One and Smoking on Rising High. So this next one is a record, me and my mate Paul and Roy, and we're still good mates now. We were mates since like primary school. We're still best of buddies now. So we came up with JP and R. So the artist's name was Just Pure Rhythm. And this track was called This Situation. Just see what film you recognise the samples from. So I say we made this back in 1995 and we actually released, self-released this. We've got 1,000 printed up. That bass line's me playing that on the keyboard, you can tell. Skills. So we ended up taking these all around the record shops ourselves, latter part of '96. Did a sale or return deal, didn't go back to any of the shops to ever collect the money. We gave the rest to Mo's Music Machine. I think they did alright actually. I think out of 1,000 we probably ended up with about 300 or so left. Still in Roy's mum's garage. cheeky acid line.
I didn't create the situation, I'm dealing with it.
I haven't heard this record in a long, long time. Bringing back some good memories.
You shoot me in a dream. You shoot me in a dream.
Kenneth Dane says, look at that shiny or vinyl not played in time. This is the first time this physical record has ever been played. Has anyone spotted the film samples yet? You shoot me in a dream, you better wake up and apologise. So next up, we're going to stick with that kind of breakbeat era, but this time we're going to, well, that was 96. This one was about 2001, 2002, by an artist called Apollo Kids, who was on Fat Records. Now, two interesting things about both the artist and the label. So firstly, the label is Fat, and that was actually Paul Arnold's label, and Paul Arnold was the one that owned, created, ran Certificate 18. So there's a little bit of kind of 90s history come back in the breakbeat scene, and to follow that, the artist, the Apollo Kids, anyone know? It blew my mind when I found out at the time. It's actually Tango and DJ Pulse. So they got together as Apollo Kids, Initial Research and Quiet Killers. They had three different pseudonyms in the breakbeat era, and they were doing tracks for Mob, which is Teo's label, for Fat, which is Paul Arnold's label. And a bit of a resurgence, those boys, in the early 2000s. Out to Daniel Reservoir Dogs, just hit the nail on the spot. We literally murdered that film for samples.
Bring it back. Bring it back. A bit more. Feel the rap, 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 rap.
So we go back to 91, first project right before your eyes. This was Tim Taylor. What a don Tim Taylor was, eh? So I think by playing, you know, a little bit outside of my underground zone, flag something on Facebook. So if you can, if you are watching on Facebook, you want to get involved in the chat, just head to YouTube or Twitch, one of the two. Right, so I think after this one, well, let's go 94 Jungle, yeah? Give me a number between 1 and 30. First number that comes up, that's the one I'll take from the front of the 94 selection. Do you know what 10-inch press is not about sharing the collection? It's realising just how many I've got and not knowing where every record is. Like for 92, for example, 5 of those are 92. Number 29, yeah, thanks, mate. You got to make me count all the way to 29, haven't you? Choice. Looked at the Facebook stream and it says your stream has been blocked in 249 countries. So I'm assuming most of the countries that, you know, get a good audience is part of that.
This one a different kind of big up. This one the original big up. This one going out to all Imperial junglers.
So out to the 10-inch press on the selection of this one. This is the 29th record back from the front of my 1994 Jungle collection. DRS featuring Kenny Ken, Every Man. Sorry, 249 locations, not countries. I did think when I read that, I thought, that doesn't feel right for some reason.
Hang on!
Right, where should we go next?
Hang on! This one a different kind of big up. This one the original big up. This one going out to all Imperial junglers.
Pick one of the years, 88 to 96. Oh, I've got some 2000s drum and bass-ish. Bit of old house,
Every man do his
bit of garage, bit of breakbeat.
different.
Dig into an old hip-hop selection.
Every man do his thing a little way different. The things I do.
My hip-hop collection's so small, I can't even remember where I put it.
Different way from you. The things you do, you do it in a different way from I. Every man do his thing a little way different. Every man do his thing a little way different. No matter what color, race or creed that he may be, you're too bad mind. No, check it, girl. You're too bad mind. No, check it, girl.
All of me wanna, all of me like, all of me need it. All he says, so that I did up to give me consciousness. So all of me wanna, all of me like, all of me need it. All he says, so that I did up to give me consciousness. So all of me wanna, all of me like, all of me need it. All he says, so that I did up to give me consciousness. So all of me wanna, all of me like, all of me need it. All he says, so that I did up to give me consciousness.
Walks and see and me smoke damn straight. Cookie Cali, me have a smoke till me dead. Walks and see and me smoke damn straight. Cookie Cali, me have a smoke till me dead. Jungle fever, I say this to him. Jungle fever, I say this to him. Hang on.
Planet Rock, Paul Oakenfold, the remix. I only met Paul Oakenfold, actually tell you, I met Paul Oakenfold twice. Second time was when he did the live set at Stonehenge. So I was working for Den and DJ at the time, so we set up all the gear for that. Let me tell you, that was, never experienced anything like that before. So we went down to Stonehenge the day before. Literally, we got full access. Touching the stones like that, walking in them. So we set up all the gear, tested all the lights, getting everything ready for the following day. And if you get a chance, you should go and check it out. Just search for Paul Oakenfold, Stonehenge. There's actually a kind of after movie that you catch me blurbing and chatting away, talking about how we got involved in it as well. Gonna say out to Charlie, big up yourself, mate. Hope you're good. Out to Dad Dave, bigging up Phil. Out to DJ Decane. Yes, Paul, how you doing? You just remixed it. Do send over. Thank you, sir. Bigging up the One Earth. Out to the Trauma. Out to Gary, bigging up the Barnsley boy, out to Kevin, out to Daniel, out to the PJ, out to all those poor Facebookers. Can't comment. Get on Twitch, get on YouTube, get involved. So going to ramp up the tempo a little bit for this next one. Bad Company, my kind of journey through music, right, was, you know, into hardcore, into jungle, starting to get into a point with jungle where I just wasn't feeling what was going on. And so I kind of dipped out of it for a little bit. And then I remember going to Fabric, I think probably 99, 2000, something like that. And hearing Andy C play, and I was like, okay, so that's where drum and bass has come now. And it was mostly about Bad Company and their album. Inside the Machine. When I got that album, that was it. I was like bang, bang, bang back into my drum and bass again. It was the mix that comes with the CD. I got the CD of it as well. I did not stop listening to that mix, especially because at that time I was doing a lot of driving up and down motorways, playing gigs here, there and everywhere. And Inside the Machine, that mix on the album just is still to this day is one of the best driving mixes. I had my little A3 burning down the M1, 130 miles an hour. Right, where to next? Where to next? Sip the juice. There's the instrumental. Let's get a bit of vocals in there.
Sip the juice, I got enough to go around, and the thought takes place uptown. I grew up on a sidewalk while on street talk, and then taught to Hawk, New York. I go to Queens for Queens to get the food from Brooklyn. Make money in Manhattan and never been tooken. Go uptown to the Bronx and boogie down, get strong on the island, recoup and lay around. Time to build my juice back up, pop stack up, suckers get smacked up. Don't doubt the clout, they know what I'm about. Knocking niggas off, knocking niggas out, shaking them up.
Gonna send out to Caroline. Yes, Caroline, how you doing? You alright?
Breaking them up, standing on shaky ground, too close to the edge. Let's see if I know the ledge. Corners trifling, cause shorty's here. I get cocked, living 40s to beer. Here's a sip for the crew that's deceased. If I get revenge, then they rest in peace. Somebody gotta suffer, I just might spare one and give a brother a fair one. Stay alerted on fees, and I do work with these like Hercules. Switch to southpaw, split your right jaw, cause I don't like y'all, I'm hyper nightfall. Smooth, but I move like an army. Bulletproof down, case brothers try to bomb me. Putting brothers to rest like Elliot Ness. Cause I don't like stress. Streets ain't a place for innocent bystanders to stand. Nothing's gonna stop the plan. I'll chill like Pacino, kill like De Niro. Black Gambino, die like a hero. Living on shaky ground, too close to the edge. Let's see if I know the ledge.
Gonna send out to CLW once so Groove by the Jack the Ripper Origin Unknown remix. Now, interesting story about that one. So my mate moved to Australia, gave me his record collection, and I found that in there. But he didn't even open it. This is unopened from '99, so I'm gonna open it just for tonight.
No remorse when a life is lost. I paid my dues, paid the cost. And my pockets are still fat. Wherever I'm at, I get the welcome mat. Even if my crew is steep, but one deep, high track attention, people like to beat. So come say hi to the bad guy. Don't say goodbye, I don't plan to die. Cause I get loose, and I got troops. And crazy juice, in control of many. Like I am total Khomeini. Hang out with Smith & Wesson, don't try to play me. I'm at war a lot, like on war Sadat. But no war in the shop, my gun is warm a lot. When I cook beef, the smoke will never clear. Areas in fear, but this here's the fear. Living life too close to the edge. Hoping that I know the ledge. Brand new morn, no time to yawn. Showers on, powers on. Late for school, I catch the train. Girl sip the style and whisper my name. I push up like an exercise. Check the intellect and inspect the thighs. Select the best one, pull it to the side, keep it occupied. pie for the rest of the ride. Read on my resume, she know already cool. Just meet me after school. We can moan and groan until your mom's come home. And you'll be calling me Aldo Capone, sweat me. She didn't wanna let me loose, come get me. As if you wanna sip.
Do you know what, Barnsley boy? Love that idea. As my kids ages together, play that number. That is happening for 93 after this one. Top cool.
I guess I didn't know the ledge.
So in the background, Groove Rider, Jack the Ripper, Origin Unknown on the remix. Now I've got to say, Groove Rider's album, Mysteries of Funk, love that album. If you haven't pulled it out for a while, dig it out. It's a good album. Right, how old are my kids? Okay, so I do have one question. So I split my 93 collection into 3 categories. Jungle, Dark Side, Hardcore. So which one, Barnsley boy? Jungle, Dark Side, Hardcore. You know what, Caroline? Yes. Yes, always the horn track. Always. Called it, Barnsley boy. So again for the 16th record in the 93 hardcore section. This is DJ Psycho, Release Yourself, repressed on Blueskin Badger. Out to Mike Badger each and every time. Our next selection is DJ Dylan's picked it. Oh, good choice. Trip. So do you want the herb or Snowball? It was by luck, Ian, but in all honesty, all my records are bangers. I don't do collection ones that I don't like. Get out. I've got a limited amount of space, no room for half-assed attempts. Right, so I've got the trip next. What do you want? The herb or Snowball? Old man's coming first. Snowball it is. You remember Snowballs, eh? South Carolina. Next up, Egyptian Empire. Tim Taylor once again. Now we're going to go original mix, or we're going to go Mickey Finn's Foghorn mix. Original or Mickey? if I had some newer turntables instead of these Mark IIs. I could have pitched it up and tried to mix the two together, but this ain't happening.
Really doesn't work. Really doesn't work.
Egyptian Empire. Mickey Finn Foghorn remix. Now please do remember, because this blows me away every time. This tune came out in 91. 1991. Yes indeed, this will be definitely going up on the podcast. I'm recording it now. Might try and get it out there tonight. Yeah.
One time, 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 one time for the foghorn. On it one time. On it one time. On it one time. On it one time. One time for the foghorn. On it one time. On it one time. On it one time. On it one time. One time for the foghorn. One time for the foghorn.
the darkness comes the light, right? Shout out to whoever asked for rhythm section earlier in the show. Right, what next? You know what? I'm going to do number 10, number 3 tunes. I've got the last one. Now. So 2 more tunes. What are we going to do? Tell you what. I'm going to run my finger up and down the 92 selection, nice and slow. And as soon as I see the word stop in the comments, I'll stop. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Who's that? Christopher P, you have impeccable timing. Like I said, they're all bangers. It's hard to do wrong. Got it? You know what's coming? Love this tune to the bone. Touch Somebody's Seduction on the remix. Golden 92 goodness. Do you know what, Caroline? That is a good shout. And I know that you just picked one, but I've seen at least 2 other people who have called for that same one. And I've only recently bought it, and I don't think I've actually properly mixed it yet. Frequency Kiss the Sky, classic. Top Buzz tune. R.I.P. Jason K. Big love to the Mad P. True story. So this is the version with a Jimi Hendrix vocal, which is on Lower East Side, and then it was pulled and came out. It was re-released on, I can't remember the name of the label now, but they took the vocal out. So if you want the version that Top Buzz played, as I did for Fantasia Station 92, it's Frequency Kiss the Sky on Lower East Side. Caroline, do you know what? I think we should talk wardrobe. You're right, you're bang on the money. You're on. Let's do it. Today, I've realised that if I'm going to ask for requests, I need to do it before the show, not during. I think the randomly picking a record is working quite well. We could do that a few times. But I'm up for doing this again. What do you reckon? But I think definitely, yeah, let's get a list of tracks in advance. Unless I'm going to go digital, and then, you know, it's easier to just hit the search bar. But I want to dig into my collection, especially play the tunes and records I ain't paid for it forever. Time to go home with you. So, one more tune now. Thank you. So one more tune. This one's definitely going to get me kicked off Facebook, and it probably will blast the YouTube video as well, but it's going to go on the podcast. So if you want to listen to this full without being unmuted, then that is where to go. Big up for everyone that's kind of just randomly jumped on with me on this lovely Thursday evening. Wishing you all a great weekend. Just remember, no show next week, but I will return the week after. That crackle. That crackle. I am getting flooded with memories. Such a tune. soundtrack, just a proper soundtrack to our youth, this one, as I'm sure it is for many, many men.
The curiousness of your potential kicks stuck my mind and body aching. Really hurt me, baby. Really hurt me, baby. How can you have a day without a night? You're the book that I have opened, and now I've got to know much more. Like a soul without a mind, in a body without a heart. I'm missing every part. Like a soul without a mind, in a body without a heart. I'm missing every part. Like a soul without a mind, in a body without a heart. I'm missing every part. Like a soul without a mind, in a body without a heart. I'm missing every part.
Until the next time, guys, have yourselves a wonderful weekend. Hope the weather cheers up. But even if not, music will lift us up, right? Each and every time.